Something I've realized the longer I've lived life is that it's easier to describe it using games and metaphors than actually explaining what it is. Which is weird when you think about it, because in reality you're just saying that you're using the things that you made while in this life, while in this world, to describe the world you live in. It's poetic in a sort of way. I think the way that's best, and that most people describe it as, is a game. For some reason or not. Maybe some people are competitive. Honestly, that's probably it. Games can range from really simple to really complex. You can do many things in games that you really could do in real life. You could cheat, you could strategize, you could plan. But at the end of the day, you still have the goal in sight to win. Unfortunately, the game is rigged against you. But not a lot of people realize it. So, I'm trying to talk to you about it. I'm trying to give y'all a head start, at least in the headspace. To really understand how skewed and how bad this game is, we have to understand how the game works. Life is very interesting because the end of the game is not the same for everybody. Many people believe that there is a universal way of winning at life, a method that everyone could follow that could give them the peace and happiness that they desire. But that's honestly not true. Some people believe that being Buddha, Zen, meditating, going in random situations was gonna get you there, but I don't really believe that either. I mean, partially because I'm Christian, praise the Lord, but otherwise because I feel like people have different goals for their life as they go on. Some people want to rule the world. Some people want as much money as they can get their hands on, which is honestly is an illusion. You know, I talk about that, made a video about that, go check that out. And some people just want to be known by everyone. Sometimes irony gets stuck in my throat. Hey, y'all, can y'all do me a favor? Do what you do, hit subscribe and like too, preach. But most importantly, whatever you decide that goal to be, there's a little more to it. Because once you understand the goal, then you have to understand how to get to it. And when you look at the status quo of the board, you realize why many people don't die in the situation that they imagined themselves as a kid, when they had imagination, when they had vigor. I think life is, in some ways, like one of those games that you grind for hours with no end, which the purpose of it is just to have more playtime, to get the player addicted to the game so that they keep playing it with a little diversity in what they do. Do you see where I'm going with this? Job. Everything from the moment you are conceived, you are inspired to get up, go get a job somewhere, go do something for the rest of your life, years and years after that, day after day after day, doing the same thing over and over again. But you don't even increase in wealth or social class if you do the same thing over and over again. It is strictly based on what job you get. These people want you to grind over and over and over again because it's beneficial to them. Think about it. People who make the game don't care about you, they care about their self-interest, as with many people. So you are just playing into their hands. I'm not saying if you have a job, go quit your job or whatever. I'm not trying to really push any of that because many people need their jobs and jobs do bring some satisfaction to people. I'm not the one to tell you how to live your life. Not yet, at least. I am the kind of guy to explain it to you. In a bundle, I believe winning in life is understanding your aspirations and what you want to do and knowing how to attain those aspirations and working towards them every day. In that way, it reminds me a lot of chess. And let me get one thing off the board real quick. I'm horrible at chess. Like, the cook that I have in a chess match is akin to a child with an easy bake oven trying to make meatloaf. Not very good, if you didn't get what I was picking up. If you didn't pick up what I was dropping, you feel me? But I always found the game of chess very interesting because it takes you about 5 minutes to figure out, when you first pick up the game, that what you need to do is to beat the king to win. You just gotta knock him out. Simple enough, right? But there are hundreds, Jesus, 10 to the 120th power? What the frick? Point is, there's a lot of ways to win in chess. There's a lot of things you could do to win in chess. And that's similar to life. There's a million ways where it could go that could get you to that end goal, but you have to keep the goal in mind. Don't try to follow someone else's path. The fact that there is so many ways to get to the king in chess means that doing the same thing over and over again is counterintuitive by nature. Life is hard. We live in a place where the people above you can simply just knock over your king piece whenever they want and you lose. It's unfortunate how the game is rigged against us. Almost set to lose wherever we want, keep us in an infinite cycle. Keep the pieces on the board as long as they can and make sure you never get the king, because when you get the king then you win. They don't want you to win. But remember, lesson for y'all. Keep your eyes on the king, figure out and move your way across the board. Have a good day.